This screwdriver costs more than some entire toolkits, and after using it, I think I finally understand why people argue about it. I didn't buy this because I needed a new screwdriver. I bought this because everyone seems to have an opinion about this one. So, let's talk about whether it's actually worth the price. Now, if you already know where this screwdriver comes from, then you saw this review coming. But if you don't, well, this isn't just any random tool. This screwdriver was in development for years, went through multiple revisions, manufacturing delays, and very loud opinions online, long before it even shipped. This is, of course, the infamous Linus Tech Tips multi-bit ratcheting screwdriver, a tool made by and for people who spend their entire careers tearing tools apart on camera and complaining how bad they are. So, expectations were high. Right out of the box, the presentation is excellent. Very premium experience compared to your normal off-the-shelf tool. Inside, you've got a small info card, a box of bits, and of course, the screwdriver itself. And the moment you pick it up, it feels good. The materials are solid, the weight is really great, and I like the tasteful colorway, though they have many others. But the immediate star is the ratcheting mechanism. It's smooth, tight, and controlled. The bit storage is snug, almost too snug at first, but nothing rattles, nothing shifts, their tolerances are spot on, and I'm not worried about losing a bit, ever. One thing that caught me off guard during the unboxing were the magnets. Everything is magnetic, which I love. It's basically magic. Not only does it come with a dedicated magnetic bit, something I've never seen before, and immediately can see the utility of, but the whole screwdriver is packed full of magnets. The shaft is magnetic, the bits are magnetic, hell, the storage mechanism is also, you guessed it, magnetic, which is why it feels so snug and closes so satisfying. They're strong, maybe even aggressive, but definitely very confident feeling. Now, I'd said before I didn't need a new screwdriver. For years, I have been a hardcore user of this 14-piece multi-bit ratcheting screwdriver from Husky. Great name, I know. I've always thought of it as my butterfly screwdriver because it does this. Great party trick, I know. Kids love it. This thing has traveled with me internationally, it's been tossed in bags, hell, it's even helped build houses in Calgary. Its big feature is that wing opening handle, which stores 14 full-sized quarter-inch bits. That's actually more than the LTT screwdriver, and you have arguably faster access to them. But that convenience comes with trade-offs. Over time, the Husky's mechanism wears out. The wings start to open on their own, and sometimes it can be annoying to close. Okay, come on, it's really embarrassing me right now. Fuck! Actually, in this clip, I have never had so much trouble getting the thing closed. Sometimes the mechanism fails altogether, which results in lost bit, which is why it currently holds 12 and not 14 bits. This doesn't do that. It will never wear out because it's not plastic, it's magnetic. I have seen online people mention that these fins can potentially break, but in my experience thus far, that hasn't been a problem. Its storage system is tighter, more controlled, and more secure, even if it takes a bit of getting used to at first. Now, notably, the LTT is using smaller, custom-made bits to fit into its handle chamber. This feels like cheating to me. Remember, the Husky holds 14 full-sized bits, and that extra machine time will increase the cost. You can store normal quarter-inch bits inside, but you lose significant capacity if you do. It's a 2-for-1 trade-off. Now, that's actually kind of the theme. it's not about comparing which screwdriver is better, it's about which one makes sense for how you actually work. The Husky feels tough, forgiving, replaceable even. The LTT, however, feels premium, precise, almost valuable. And if you're listening to the ratcheting sounds side by side, yeah, you can hear the difference. But now, honestly, as much as I like the screwdriver, I think I like this bit set even more. For years, I had been using this, which is a cheap precision set I bought years ago off of Wish. That's Temu for any Zoomers that don't remember. And, well, it shows. The case doesn't stay closed. I literally have to tape it together anytime I travel or put it in a bag. Once I left it outside overnight and several bits corroded immediately. It's clunky, it loses bits constantly, it's hard to find and retrieve bits. So moving to this feels civilized. The layout just makes sense. The bit selection feels complete in a way this never did. And I think a big part of that is really just the layout. You can get this product basically anywhere. It shows well, it's great for ads, but it's terrible in practical use. But not what this video is about. Just don't waste your money if you ever see this piece of garbage. The LTT set, in contrast, feels fantastic. The box itself is actually useful. The lid comes off and becomes a magnetic tray. And the foam insert isn't glued down, so you can remove it and use the bottom as another tray if you want. Everything snaps together cleanly, and again, it's also magnetic. Even the lid is magnetic, and this box has no risk of opening on its own. Now, apparently this set is 1-for-1 with an iFixit kit, and that's not a bad thing at all. Notably, it does not include the precision screwdriver. That is a $30 extra cost, and I didn't purchase because, well, I have this. One thing I won't complain about this kit. It's simple, but gets the job done. But even if you don't have this, the full bit set has an adapter, which I've been using constantly. It means you can use these precision 4mm bits in any full-size 1/4-inch screwdriver. Of course, including the Linus one. You don't need to buy their precision set, just have any one of these. Or use the iFixit one if you have that. Now, since opening this screwdriver a few months ago, I have been using it constantly. Moving house will do that. Building shelves, assembling furniture, working on my computer, and this is where it really clicks. The faceted handle means it doesn't roll off the table. The spinning end cap gives your palm a place to rest naturally while the shaft turns. Those ergonomic changes make a big difference. Compared to the Husky's fully rounded body, you don't quite get enough grip. And although it's comfortable to hold, to make any changes you have to turn the whole wrist. Because the cap of the LTT screwdriver rotates, you can hold it in place and just turn your fingers. The shaft itself is a little longer than average, and the engraved knurling gives you much more control for small, precise work. And then when it gets tighter, you activate the ratchet and can really drive anything in. It genuinely feels like something designed to live in someone's hand, not something designed to be sold on a shelf. So, is it worth the price? That depends entirely on what you expect from a tool. If you're doing construction work, if you're hard on your tools, or you just want something cheap and replaceable, this probably isn't the screwdriver for you. But if your work lives on a desk, inside a computer, or in careful technical spaces, this starts to make more sense. I bought it for this video, but I'm genuinely glad I own it now, and I actually use it nearly on a daily basis. That said, I would never travel with it. I already lost this one to TSA once, and I would never take it on a job site like I have with this. I wouldn't want to risk losing or damaging it the way I have with the Husky in the past. You can see this screwdriver has taken a real beating. So, is it worth the price? Not for everyone. But if you understand who it's for, and you're that person, the price stopped being a factor altogether. And I like supporting fellow creators, so why not? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you watched this far in, you know what to do. May your days be safe and productive. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.